Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Project ATM Star. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say thank you to everyone that is currently watching my videos. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And currently, at the time of recording this, I am sitting at 106 subscribers, which means that we smashed our first channel goal out of the water, and I am super grateful for that. Now, some things that I've seen on my analytics is that there is actually 69% people who are not subscribed that watch my videos. And I appreciate you guys watching. And if you guys like the content, consider subscribing. Anyways, enough of that. Let's jump right back into this. So today's going to be kind of an interesting episode, because there's a mod that we have to jump right into for the whole star and everything. And I've actually been trying to figure out, where am I going to put this? Now, normally I've seen people put it in compact machines and stuff, which, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Especially when we have to deal with a black hole that could suck up random items. And knowing me, I would lose a few tools or, armor pieces because I accidentally drop them out of my hand. It would never fail. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and build not the largest, but probably the one closest to it. So if we go ahead and look at compact machines, and we come over here and we click on this. So this one is the one that we have currently, the hydroponic beds, the warden, and the wither. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to either make the giant or the large. And I might make just the large, just to kind of see how that is. And I'm going to set this up as a craft. As an auto craft. Okay. Thought I had these, but I must have lost them somehow. Which is perfectly fine. I could just remake them. Okay, let me go ahead and slap this in our matrix real quick. Right. Now, let's go ahead and make the compact machine. And start, and it's already done. And also, let me grab out my personal shrinking device so I can actually get into this thing. And I'm just going to place it, I'll place it next to the other one. I'll put it right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 9 by 9. 9 by 9 by 9. Okay. So, how big do these need to be? I'm wondering if we could get away with that. If not, then we might have to go up one. I'm not sure how big these need to be. So let me take a look, see where I can find it. Because I know in one of these quest lines, it does. Here we go. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is going to cut it extremely close. Super duper close. So let me see about making the next tier up, which I think is this one, possibly. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna slap this guy right here and jump right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this is 11 by 11 by 11. I think this one will work out perfectly. So let me go ahead and see everything that we need to begin. So it looks like we need polished deep slate, or I'm sorry, polished dark stone, not deep slate. 9 gilded, chiseled, polished dark stone. That's a mouthful. chiseled arcane polished darkstone. Okay. That's a process and a half right there on that one. 8 darkstone pedestals, which requires arcane polished darkstone pillars and the darkstone slabs, along with some polished darkstone. I already have a smithing template, and I think I already have moondabitter dust, so that should be fine. And then for the Uriel bottles, or the Uriel, I'm going to make the crystals, so that should be perfectly fine. And then for the blood, I'm going to see if I could export the blood that I'm getting from bloody bees into the system, so that we don't have to worry about that. So really the only thing that I would hope that I could worry only about is the bottle of chanting and the souls. So let's try and get this done. So let's see. So we need 48 of these polished deep slate, and I'm going to put everything on an autocraft just to kind of simplify everything. A lot to this. Okay, so to get the diorite ingot, it requires charcoal, moondabitter dust, arcane crystal, and gold. I think we have everything for that. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I don't think we need a lot of it, but is there a B for it? There is a B for it. How do I get the B? So it's in the Calibano core. I hope I said that right. That is... Oh, and a bee spawn egg, huh? Interesting. Okay. So that's a possibility, because I don't know how much of this diorite that we're gonna actually need. So hopefully it won't be too much. But if we do need a constant supply of it, then I will make the bee. I just don't think it's needed at this moment. Nope, I want this one, and then I want this one. So make sure we have the breakdown for that. And I already have that. So that's only that. Okay. So let me go ahead and jump back out here real quick so I could just come down to the matrix and just shift click this all in. Perfect. I'm going to throw that into the system. I'm going to keep that on me. Matter of fact, I want to grab all of them. Forbidden. So one of these, this one, and where's that other one? Where is that? What is that one called? In relic, or okay, is it in the quest? It doesn't show in the quest line, but I know it's here, required somewhere. This is what I'm going to be making, the Arcane Crystal Obelisk. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back up into here. All right, so we need 48 polished 48 polished blackstone, or darkstone, which we need the darkstone, and I think that is in our pocket storage. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for right there. Boom. Okay, got all those. Okay, so we need 48 of these. Craft those up. Then we need 9 of the chiseled. So I think it's this one. So we need 9 of these. Then we need 4, and then 8. Okay. So we need 4 of these, and then 8 of the pedestals. Missing charcoal and arcane dust. I'm pretty sure arcane dust we could easily get. Arcane dust. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bookmark that. Turn this into a recipe. Slap this into our furnace. I'm going to go ahead and clear all this up. Okay. So I needed 8 of these. Oh yeah, and then I need charcoal too. Charcoal. I could just make this right here. Okay, let's try this one more time. 8 pedestals. Go. Okay, and then we need smithing template and the moondabitter dust. I'm just going to grab one of those, and then smithing table. Got a couple of those. Perfect. Is that going to complete the quest? Why are you not completing the quest? Oh, because you need me to... Okay, hold on one second. Let me grab me a stack of this. There we go. And then the Diorum and Spectral Eye Amulet. I'm going to go ahead and make that. Okay, I'm missing the chiseled. I thought I grabbed that. There it is. Okay. Now we have to make our forge. And it's like this. So it's like a 3x3 with the corners filled in. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 big. So let me find center point in here. 11. So that means 6 ones. So right here. Let me get some stone as placing blocks for now. Okay, so that's middle. Which for this, let me see. Yep. So for this one can actually be this guy right in the middle. And then surrounding this is actually these. So on all 4 sides. Okay, and then we wrap this around with the polished. Go ahead and move some of these things out of my way. Okay, that's going to be last. This could go up here actually. Same with that. Okay, so we do a full wrap around. Okay, and then after that full wrap around, in each of these corners gets one of these. And then on the front facing right in the middle, it gets one of these. So just like this. Okay. And then we connect everything up. This is like the easiest way for me to remember. So like when I say connect everything up, I'm connecting these 4 blocks together with the polished. And then we could just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if I did this right, which I'm hoping I did, I put the smithing table right here and I slap it with the dust. And there we go. We have our... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. We have our forge. Now, with the pedestals, I believe, yeah, we put them on these spots right here. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is later on, I'm actually going to move these in once I get those arcane monoliths. Because I believe you could go around the center here with the darkstone pedestals and it would still work fine. Because having the 8 monoliths all the way around will actually help with the Uriel rate to be coming in. Okay, so now that we have the first one, we also need to make this guy. So we need to make the bricks. We need to make this. We already have the Mundabar dust. Mundabitter dust. The names, man. I'm over here sounding like I'm having a stroke. Okay. So let me go ahead and make these crafts real quick. Doing autocrafts for things like this makes it 100 times easier. Let's see. That's with, yeah, okay. So let me go ahead and double check. I got everything. Perfect. So matrix. Let me slap these in here. And the reason why we need one of these is later on we need to make, I believe it's the, no, that's on the actual forge. Is it the prisms that we need? No, that's also in the forge. I don't remember exactly what's... Oh, it's for the obsidian steel. That's right. To make the black hole so that we could get the experience orbs. That's right. Okay. Let's get back to it. Forbidden. And then we're going to create one of these. All right. I'm just going to place it right here. Actually, no, I can't do that. Can I do this above? So that's the core. I need 17 bricks. Yeah, I made 20. And then I need 8 of the polished. Let me see what we need to do. So it's a multi-block. It's a 3x3. Okay, so we have a cross for the bricks and then the corners are the polished. So let me do this up in the corner. So I'll do it like this. Okay. Then the second layer, it's going to be empty and it's just the bricks with this guy right here. So we could go like that. And then just go around just like that. And then the top layer is the same thing as the bottom layer. So we do the corners, the polished, and then everything else is the bricks. Just like this. Now once that's built, you want to get yourself some of the Mundabadur dust. And go ahead and just right click on it. And now we have the Klebano. Alright, so now we have the Klebano. We can now move forward to getting the obsidian steel. So it's an alloy added by Forbidden Arcanus. It's created in the Klebano, and I'm hoping I'm saying that right. And I do apologize if I'm butchering that. If I am saying it wrong, please try and correct me down in the comments below. Thank you. Anyways, you'll need an artisan relic, which I do have one. I have actually all the enchanted relics. So hopefully that will allow us to make this a little smoother. You also get copper as residual, which probably isn't supposed to happen. Interesting. So let's see what requires. So it's just iron. So raw iron and obsidian. I don't think I have any raw iron. That I do not. So I'll have to go grab some real quick. And I know a good way to get a lot. Where is my... There it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. A new set point right there. Okay. So is this because I have this activated? Deactivated. Okay, that just looked extremely weird. Let me take a look over here real quick. We're up to 5,000 XP, which is wonderful. Grab a little bit there. Okay. Let me push all this back into the system. Put this away, this away, this away. Move this back. Okay, so let's go get some iron. Oh no. Why is it radiated? What did I do? What blew up? Okay, I'm gonna turn that off because I think that's just from leak. We don't have any damage or anything. I'm just hoping it's because we have a leak somewhere. I'm going to turn this back on. And see if we could use up all use up all this polonium. Yeah, everything looks good. Oh, this one was on. What was this one? This one was critical waste levels. Okay. So I think that's all that was I was leaking out nuclear waste. I forgot I left that running. Luckily, with our mecha suit. This isn't affecting us. Thankfully. Let me take a look. How are we doing over here? Yeah, we are full. Jeez. Okay. So this is going to work through that 65,000 buckets of polonium. Hopefully that'll get us a good chunk of antimatter because we still do need quite a bit of this for the star. Or for the stars, I should say. So let me grab our digital miner, because this is what's going to allow us to get it quick. We need a couple points. And I'm just going to fly all the way out here and set it down right here. And then I'm going to turn Silk Touch on. And then let's go to config. I don't need any of these anymore. So our new filter is going to be, let's see, item stack, iron, iron, save. And then I'm also going to do the block of iron because I don't know if that's in here as well. So min Y level, I think. Okay, yeah, so 64 is the lowest it could go. Do 100 block radius. Okay, so let's go back and let's start. Stop. Reset. I'm just going to put this back to 0. I need to give this some energy and let's see, some speed and energy. Do I have any energy? Yes, I do. I'm actually going to put this to the turbine power. Actually, no, my turbine's off. Let me go ahead and just turn this back down. I'm going to turn this to 1 million. Yeah, 1 million FE. I'll just let this passively make. That should be fine. That should open up some more power for us over here. Take a look. And this is still not working, and I think it's because I need a barrel or something. Find these guys. 253. Let's see. Big. So 253. Okay, this isn't finding me any iron, and I'm not sure why this is not working. I guess I'll just use my builder then. I do already have some in here. Ooh, okay. I got plenty in here. Okay. Sweet. So with this... wow, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, with this... Why, tier 4s? Stack. Did I not... I wonder why I didn't make any tier 5s for this. Go. Swap. Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to swap it out. Interesting. Okay. So that's fine. We have what we needed. So let me throw this away. This could go away. Grab our personal shrink again. We also need obsidian. So I'll make a stack. Or I'll put a stack in at least. Oh, this is so cool. This is my first time using this mod. And I believe we could time on this, maybe? No, we cannot. Okay. What else am I needing for this? Looks like something possibly burnable. Can we do lava bucket? Yes, we can. Okay, so we'll let this run. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't speed this up, so we're just kind of going to wait for this. As soon as this is done, I'll bring us back, and then we'll go ahead and move forward with whatever else we need for the black hole. Alright, and I am back, and I have the obsidian steel. So let's see what we need. Let's see, what do we need? So dark forest, nether too scared for you, then let me make some test tubes here. Let's see, what else are we needing? So we need the soul extractor. Doesn't look too bad. Go ahead and craft that up real quick. Okay, and there's the soul extractor. And of course we need to put some of the log, or at least one of them. There we go. Yeah, a couple more. Don't want to make the bucket. I believe that's not even necessary. We now have the black hole. So dark matter is created by smelting eldwood or edelwood. Corrupty dust is made from obsidian steel with obsidian steel and some mob drops. Throw both of these on the ground together and a black hole will spawn. Okay. So for the black hole, I'm actually going to put like kind of like over here in the corner. So let's go ahead and jump out real quick. I need to smelt, I think 2 of these will be fine. I probably only needed 1. The dark matter. And then we need to make corrupted dust, which is, oh, that's a super simple craft. So let me make some of that here. What am I missing? Blaze powder. We could definitely make plenty of this. Make 1,000 just because I can. I'll make 32 of these. Should be good. Okay, so let's head back to my compact machine. And then let's throw this in the corner. Yeah, I'm going to do it over here. Make sure my magnet is off. And then corner. There we go. And now we have a black hole just chilling in the back. Or in the corner. So I went ahead and I moved the pedestals into the middle like that. Because what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and put down these arcane monoliths. And we're just going to put them down around like that. And then this is going to go up like so. Oh wow, that takes a while to break. There we go. I wonder if the black hole grabbed that one. Go ahead and grab another one so I can finish this off here. And then now that that is done, we could grab our moondibator dust and just smack this to turn them in to the monolith. Or the obelisk, sorry. Okay, so hopefully... Okay, so it is getting Uriel, so that's good. So that's going to be passively generated by these obelisks. And then we can still do our crafts because this is still within range. It could be put around like this. Alright, so now the next thing I need to do is I need to see if I could somehow get blood into here. Other than the test tube. Okay, so now we need to get a bunch of experience bottles, which we could definitely make more because we could do it in the dissolution chamber, so that will not be a problem at all. And if we look, I have the XP on tap, so that's even better. So let me go ahead and set that recipe up real quick. Let's see, experience bottles. No, it's bottles of enchanting. Yeah, that's the one. Dissolution chamber. I wasn't in the right screen. Dissolution chamber. And we are going to make 4 of these. Let's see. Dissolution chamber. And we're running out of space on this. If anything, I could just take out the range cards because I'm not needing all that. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft up a couple hundred. Oh, it's using the wrong experience. I need the Just Dyer's thing experience, or XP fluid. And I think that was 0.25, right? Let me see. Yeah, 0.25. So now this should work. No issues. Once I get these into the dissolution chamber. Bottle. Oh, chanting. Let's make 100. Perfect. Oh, that does not. That is. Why are you not liking that? Let me head out to the dissolution chambers real quick and take a look. I don't understand. Why are you not working? Okay, let me stop this craft. Let me go ahead and redo it. Were you using the right experience? So why are you not? Very interesting. Let's see, can I... Looks like I'm going to have to find a different way of doing this or see what might be the issue as to why my dissolution chambers are not working. Yeah, that's really weird. Go ahead and cancel this craft. Okay, so in the meantime, what I'm going to do is grab my singularity tank here and just do this for now. So let me empty this tank with all the bottles, and then let's see how much, how many XP orbs that we could get out of doing all this. And then hopefully we could start progressing further into Forbidden and Arcanus. Okay, now that tank is empty, let's go back up and let's go inside here. Now I want to make sure my magnet is off so I'm not picking up these enchanting bottles. And then all we have to do is find our black hole and toss these in. And then eventually what will happen is it will make us an... Oh, and I just lost my time wand. That I am not worried about because the time wand is easy to make. So let me make another one. There we go. Okay. So that's what I was saying. You got to be careful of what you throw because this thing will eat it. And I'm not sure how long it would take for experience orbs to be popped back out. Let's see, does the quest tell us? Experience is a 4th slot. By adding in experience, you'll need to put one of 3 things. Oh, we could have just put bottles of enchanting into here itself. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so I got the XP in here, so that's full. I got the souls in here, that's full. And the Uriel is going up nice and slow. I have some bottles of it, so I could just add that in as well. Let me see what it takes to make that. Gunpowder? Oh, that's just to splash it. Oh, okay. So Potion of Regeneration and Arcane Dust. That's not bad. Actually make a couple more of those. And then I tried to see if I could use the blood from my system, but it doesn't look like that's quite working. That's fine. So that's the only thing that we're missing is just the blood. So let me see if I could make like a temporary mob farm above, because I believe we could do that. And I want to use these guys. So let me see if I can make those. Doesn't look like I have the auto or the auto craft on it, but that's just simple few clicks and a visit to our matrix, and now we should be able to make this. So I want to do, what should I do? 9. So the question is, should I do this, which I think this would probably be okay. Mobs also drop XP. Mobs killed by spikes do not count as player kills. So maybe I need the mob masher. Maybe that might be the best way to go about it. And if that's the case, I'm going to need quite a few of these. So let me make this an autocraft. This into our matrix. And I think I want to make 9 of these. And just have them sit right above our forge. I think that would work perfectly. Possibly. I'll have to see. We need 8 more of these. Yeah, because I'm going to sit it right above this. It's going to be 2 blocks up because the blocks underneath the mob mashers will be redstone. Let me grab some stone real quick for building blocks. Okay. Now, I'm not worried too much, but what we can also do is let me grab some glass. We could do tinted glass and have it sit like right above on the forge. So kind of have it surrounding this, kind of like this. Nope, I don't want the corners to be taken. But I do want this to go up one more. This will help contain the mobs a little better so they're not spilling out everywhere. Okay, that looks good. So now what we need to do is we need to get a mob or a spawner and use something that will be good. Kind of leaning towards, maybe we could do vindicators or evokers. We could do pillagers. Pillagers would be a good one too. Yeah, let's do a pillager. And then what I'm going to do is get the redstone comparator so that we could have this turn on and off whenever we want. And then we want chorus fruit. We want a bunch of sugar. I'm just going to throw some of these things back into the system. We could get rid of the bottles. I need some clocks. I'm going to try and make this as fast as possible. And then I don't know if I should reduce the health because we need the blood. And I think the health equates to blood, but I could be wrong. So I think I'm going to leave the health maxed out. I'm not going to worry about looting because that's not what this is about. So I need fermented spider eye because more is better. And then gas tears. And then we need a conduit. And then that should ultimately be it. Oh, no wool. I don't want to be hearing this. Okay, so find the middle, go straight up. That, do wool, do conduit, and chorus fruit. And then, whoops, put that back into the system. So this will increase the spawn count. And then the gas tiers will actually increase the max entities of how much this could spawn. Let's see, go ahead and move that. So we're done with that. And then the clocks will bring down the max spawn delay. And then the sugar, grab my timeline back out. The sugar will decrease the min spawn delay. Perfect. And then also what I need to do is I need to grab quartz and then a couple of pistons because I only want this to be a one block spawn radius. So I'm going to put the quartz into my offhand and then I slap the spawner with the piston until I see spawn range as 1. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow the mobs to just drop straight down instead of spawn outwards, which would have been 5 blocks out in either direction, which would have been way out there, and I don't want that. I want them to drop in here and nowhere else. And then what I could do is just another star, just because I can. Actually, I don't. Oh, I still have the quartz in my hand, that's why. Okay. Also gonna do soul lantern. That looks good. Okay. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to get sharpness onto the mob mashers. So if we look at the upgrades, the ones that we need are this one. I don't care about looting or beheading. Don't really care about any of these. The only one I want is the sharpness. And I'm going to set this to an auto craft because we need 90 of these. It'll be 10 each. Okay, so matrix. Put these in there. Now we could go ahead and make them. Actually, we only need 80 more because it looks like we have 10 in the system already. That was super quick. Okay, let me throw these in here real quick. And then what I'm going to do is get the create link so that I could link up the spawner up here, turn it on and off from down below instead of slapping a lever up here. So let me go ahead and make that real quick. Oh, actually I have a couple of them, so that's good. And I could use the corrupted dust on it. That should be fine. Okay, shift right click on that so we get the little antenna. And then we just come down here wherever we want and put this on the wall. And boom. And then we get a lever for this guy. And this will allow us to turn it on and off. Now let's get the redstone for the mob mashers so that they could continuously run. And since we're not going to be, let's see, can I do that? There we go. Since this isn't going to be anywhere near us, these running constantly should be perfectly fine. So if we did everything right, and I'm hoping we did, we should be getting blood coming in. So let's take a look. And we're getting actually a lot of blood coming in. Okay. I wonder if the XP would count for that too. And wow, just like that, we are already maxed out on blood. Wow, that was quick. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Let me grab everything here. Feed our black hole some stuff. Okay, so we have everything maxed out. We still don't have any of the X petrified orbs. And it looks like it's because we need to feed it enough XP in order to actually get one. So just for the sake of the quest line, I'm wondering if this will work. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and AFK this a little bit. And then hopefully we'll get some X petrified orbs. So I'll bring you back as soon as I get something. Okay, now I'm back. So I had to figure out exactly how to get this to work, but we actually were able to get some X petrified orbs. So pretty much what you have to do is if you want to, you know, do the XP drain and then the XP tap into it, you have to put the tap right over on top of the black hole. Anywhere else it's not going to work. And then you just stand on here and you let it drain in and then you start making it. So that was actually pretty easy once I figured out what I needed to actually do because I was struggling a little bit there. So thankfully I was able to get this figured out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a second. So now we have that, which this is the tier 1 forge. And normally I thought it would, oh yeah, it does. It kind of does. So this is tier 1, then you have tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Okay, so let's remove that. I want to put those in there. And then I'm going to set up an automation to get the souls. I believe there's a couple of guides out there that will that are pretty good at auto harvesting souls from the soul sand. So we'll get that set up. I'll probably do that in between episodes. I'm just going to get the forge started. I don't know how far I'm going to take it today, but I'm going to try and take it as far as I possibly can. And we're about to get into tier 2. So what we have to do is make this blacksmith's gavel head. Grab some clay from that. And that should be the quest. Okay, so we have 2 extra side quests here, which is the quantum catcher and the smelter prism. And then also the ferrognetic mixture, which is clay, wax. How do you make the wax? So it's a honey bottle with slime ball. That's not bad. That's actually fairly easy. Let's see, tier 2. Tier 1 not enough for you, then you'll need to upgrade it. Put an edelwood plank in the center slot of the forge and place 4 arcane crystals and 4 spawner scraps into the pedestal. Spawner scraps. I usually throw those away. Spawner. I got 1. I mean, I could get 3 more. That won't be a problem. Spawners are very easy to come by. So it said put that in the middle. Then put 4 arcane crystals. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let me get the spawner scraps real quick. Spawner scraps. Feels so weird doing that. Okay, so we have the spawner scraps now, so let's go ahead and put this down. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. What else did we need? What am I missing here? Do I need more blood? Is that what the issue is? Put an edelwood plank. Oh, plank. That's a log. That makes sense. Okay, let's try this. There we go. And then we just smack that. And we could increase the time. And voila, we now have a tier 2 forge. This is not bad, honestly. I know I'm probably saying that a little too early, but right now, it doesn't feel that bad. Go ahead and put all that away. Put that away. Put that out. Put that away. Okay, so it looks like our tier 3 forge is available. And it says use 4 diorum ingots, 4 arcane crystals, and a chiseled polished blackstone to upgrade it. Okay, so I think diorum, we can make that. And then arcane crystal, I'm just going to put a stack in my inventory. And then what else? Chiseled polished darkstone. Darkstone or? Yeah, darkstone. Okay. So polished. Chiseled polished. It looks like I already have some of that. What goes in the center? That's probably the chiseled. Put that there. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn this back on so that we could get the blood flowing, because I'm pretty sure we need everything in here to be maxed out. So souls is going to be something kind of interesting. What I'm going to do is trash can, then Item selector. Decrease this a little bit. Gonna move it back. And it looks like I could decrease this one too, and then move this one back. Do one more decrease. And move this one. Oh, that works. Alright. I don't need anything from this, so I'm not worried about it. How are we doing on blood? We are already maxed out. That thing is quick. That was a good choice to choose. The pillagers. So now we need to work on getting our souls. Which I wonder, can we use the corrupted souls? Or does it have to be just the normal souls? No, that does work. Okay. Sweet. So the only thing left is the Uriel, which I think we could craft. I just have to go make some more arcane dust. So let me pop back out. Actually, arcane dust. Let's do 200. Okay, perfect. And then the Uriel, we need to make more of the potions of regeneration. Okay, so I'm going to jump down here because I know what my next set of blocks are going to be, and that's going to be potion brewer. Make 4 of those. Yeah, some of these I still have to fix. So we got 1, 2, 3. And then at this one, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because we have one stuck in the system. Hopefully that will fix it. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So potion region. Does it have to be a specific type of region? It has to be region 2. Okay. So potion region 2. So it has to be this guy. Okay. Let's see if I could successfully make this into a craft. Put these in here like that. I need a induction card. Put that in there. And then for these, let me double check this real quick. Kind of curious on if this will just work right out of the gate. Let's try it. Potion, region, start. Okay, I think this needs to be on a different sort of system. Actually, we might be just fine. Okay, let me cancel this. What I'm gonna do is eternal water block. We have 2 of them, which is perfect. I'm gonna place them down just like this. And then I'm gonna get bottles and blaze. So, will this work now? Let's try. Okay, so I think I need to take the bottles out of the potion. Yeah, I think that's the main issue. Is the bottles don't want to go in properly. Let me push everything back to the system. Yep, so kind of looking into this, I'm going to have to figure this one out. It doesn't quite want to work completely. But that's totally fine. We could actually do this by hand. Let's see. So awkward. Gas tier. And then of course we could speed this up. Okay, so that's 1, and I think the next one it's glowstone. Yeah. Super simple. Okay. So let's go ahead and craft some more of this Uriel. This is kind of an expensive craft just because it takes, it's like a 1-to-1, but on one end you're using 8 dust and 1 regen 2 potion. Just seems kind of overkill. Alright, let's go ahead and slap this in. And let's take a look. Not too bad. They didn't get us everything that we needed though. Let me make sure that's the right one. Chiseled, polished, darkstone. Oh, that's blackstone. Darkstone. This guy. Maybe that was the issue though, all along. I was using the wrong block yet again. Let's put this guy in the middle. Sure enough, that worked. So let's smack the forge and let's get our tier 3. We could time on this. There we go. And now we have a tier 3 forge. Perfect. We got one more tier to go. Sort of. I mean, we got 2 more technically. But tier 5 is a little interesting. But we'll get there when we get there. So the tier 3 will actually allow us to make the eternalstella, which is good. But we need to find a better way of getting the Stellarite, because that right now is the hardest part. Especially now that we need 4 Stellarite pieces. And I have, how many do I have? Stellarite. I only have 1. So let me go ahead and cut away. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the digital miner and see if it will allow me to find Stellarite and see if it will also mine it up for me. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will bring you back if it looks good. If not, then I will bring you back as soon as I get some more Stellarite so that we could get our tier 4 forge going. But in the meantime, let me turn the mob farm back on. Fill up the blood. Alright. I will bring you guys right back. Okay, and I am back. And good news, this actually does work. And this works actually really well. So I do a config. I did it by tag. So C :ores / Stellarite. And I did max Y level and min Y level. And then the block radius, of course, is, I wish I could do 64, but 32 is the highest you could go. And then I just start it and it finds them. Super easy actually. So that is good to know. So for right now, 21 is okay. And if need be, I'll just go and grab some more. So let's go back. And let's see what we need. Okay, so blood is done. Let me pull my magnet back over because if I don't collect that experience, it's going to get pretty chaotic. Okay, throw that back in. Okay, so we need 4 runes and then 4 Stellarite pieces. Let's see what these runes are. I'm wondering if it matters any kind of rune, or is it this rune? If it's this rune, I think I have some of those, which I do. I mean, my track record for doing the right blocks, I guess we'll find out. Dark stone, and I need the polished one. So let's see if, I don't think this will be giving us anything. Yeah, until we get souls in here and probably some more Uriel. So yeah, let me go ahead and collect up some souls. I need, how many do I need? I need 100 souls. Let me get that going, and then I will bring you guys back, and we could hopefully get to tier 4. Now, once I get to tier 4, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode there, and then we will finish off the rest of the stuff in the next episode, getting the tier 5 and anything else that we might have missed or anything that we need. I do know that I'm going to be getting like Stellarite bees and stuff like that. So yeah, just kind of bear with me and I will be right back. Okay, and I am back. So to kind of help speed things up, especially when it comes to souls, I set up this automation for getting souls. So what I have here is a block breaker with the Eclipse Alloy shovel, and it's on a allow list for soulless sand, so that as soon as this converts from soul sand to soulless sand, it will break. I have an advanced clicker that has an internal soul extractor in it. The setting is set to hold click and then 45 or a hold click for 45 ticks. This looks like it's working very well. And then down here I have a block placer that is placing the soul sand that I have right here. And then I have the item collector surrounding this area, picking up the souls and the soulless land as they get broken and putting it into this drawer. And then it's all powered right here, so the energy transmitter is actually powering the block placer, and these two machines are being powered by the flux point. And then I have the advanced demagnetization coil, so that I'm not picking anything up with my magnet. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab these souls and throw them into our forge. This should give us enough. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we need again. We need 4 runes and 4 stellarite pieces, so we have that. And then for the remaining souls, I'll just throw back in here. Let me pull the runes back out. And hopefully this will work, because we have everything maxed out in the forge. And then we need, of course, a polished dark stone for the middle. And look at that, we got the ring. So let's smack the forge and speed it up. And there we go. We now have a tier 4 forge that could house all our enhancer relics. Everything is looking good. So the blood and the experience are easy to get in. The Uriels being put in passively by these obelisks. And we have automation for souls, so that won't be an issue once we allow this to build up. So yeah, the next thing on the list is getting to the tier 5, which is we need 2 dark nether stars, which are made from combining 4 obsidian steel and a nether star. 2 dragon scales, which are dropped on the ender dragon on death. And then 4 skull catalysts. I mean, we actually might have these. Let me take a look. Dragon scales dropped by the ender dragon. We sure do have those. Let's see, what else were we needing? 2 dark nether stars. So nether stars. And then obsidian steel. And I'm pretty sure it goes around just like that. And we need 2 of these. Okay. What else are we needing? 4 skull catalyst. We should definitely have that. Oh yeah, we got plenty of these. And then a stellarite block. I definitely have that. Go ahead and drop all of that back into the system. Okay, So, real quick, let's take a look and see what this will give us. Okay, so 2 dragon scales, 2. So we need 500 souls, 5,000 uriel, 20,000 blood to make this a tier 4 to tier 5. So in the middle is actually this block. And then we could go 1 and 2. And then we'd do the catalyst. There we go. And then, of course, the dragon scales. There we go. Now the only thing that's left is getting some more blood and uriel and souls. So unfortunately, it looks like our time is out for today. We are well on the way of getting a tier 5 forge and getting everything needed for that. We have, like I said, we have the black hole over there in the corner for the orbs. We got the souls automated. You know, we got up to tier 4 of the forge. You know, we got everything looking good. I think this was a really great episode to help us progress. So moving forward, we're going to be continually progress, as we only have a couple more items left to go for the star, or at least the first star. If we come back over here real quick, I have been making a lot of progress on the streams, so just kind of keep that in mind, that a lot of these were obtained during the stream. Actually, I think majority of them. I think the only one that wasn't were these 2. But everything else, these 4, were done on stream. And just a reminder, I do stream Friday night and probably about midday Saturday. And then depending on how everything goes for Sunday, I may even do a special stream then as well. But most of the time it is on hold for recording only. But yeah, we only have a couple more pieces to go. We have the Dragon Soul, the Wither's Compass, Philosopher's Fuel, and the Oblivion Shard. And I think what we were working on today was the Oblivion Shard, which actually, you know what? Let's complete that. I think we have everything to complete the Oblivion Shard. So let's wait on ending this episode just yet, as I want to get one more piece of the star. Okay. So we need the orbs, and I think we only need, take them all out just in case, and then Stellarite, take those out, and then what else did we need? Allthemods. Yeah. Okay, so allthemods in the middle, and then we go 3 and 1. So 1, 2, and 3, and 1. And let's go ahead and smack the forge. Perfect. There we go. That is literally all we needed for one of the parts of the star. So let's go back down here. And let's go ahead and see if we could craft this. Ooh. Mace of Destruction. Thought I finished that. What requires... How do we craft the Mace of Destruction? 1 second. Mace of Destruction. Oh yeah, that's super simple. Let me go over to our little blood infuser. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me bookmark this. So we need dark sticks, which is just undead wood. Which, let me see. Okay, I think all we need to do is grab some saplings and throw them in here. Or at least that's what we used to do. Give me 1 second while I look into getting this all situated. Okay, so now I'm back. And what it was is you need to put the saplings into a drying basin to turn them into dead bushes. And then you put them into the blood infuser, which then gives you undead saplings. These are what we need to plant. And let me go ahead and plant these real quick. Let's see, do I have my hoe with me? I have a special hoe that has nature's blessing. It's practically like free bone meal. Let me go ahead and grow all these up real quick. And then chomp them all down. Perfect. Put everything away. Okay, so dark sticks. This one is Garmambazia, which is just materialized vengeance essence, which we have enough of that. So let's go ahead and slap that in here. Oh, thank God for time wand. Okay, and then the last thing that we need is this inverted potentia into environmental, or can we do this here? Oh, we could actually do this. No, we need to do this in the environmental accumulator, which is not too bad. Let me make this real quick. And we just fly on over here to our little evil craft tower. I'm going the right direction. It's over here. There it is. And throw that in. There you go. Huh. Why you no work? Strike with lightning to empower. Oh, we could do that. Let me turn my magnet off. And let's see. I need to do this somewhere else first. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Oh, is that all we needed? Was just the empowered? Oh. Okay. So let me craft this real quick. You guys are probably yelling at me like, it's already done. Okay. That should be quite literally everything needed for the Oblivion Shard. And it is open, so we are good to go there. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, we need to fill it up with blood. Can I do that from here? I can. Awesome. Okay. Let's do that again. And look at that. We got the Oblivion Shard. So let's throw that onto our wall. And there we go. We only got 3 more items to go for our first ATM Star. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode on a high note. We got to tier 4 on the Forbidden and Arcanus forge. And then we also got another piece of the star. We got the, which one was that? The Oblivion Shard. So I am super excited with this episode. We only got 3 more items to go for just a single star. And of course, we are not going to stop there because I want to get the Starry Bee and make sure I have everything else automated. So with that said, if you liked today's episode, go ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.